All right, so on page 55, this page at the top says character traits. So we're talking about our story, the little red hen makes a pizza, right? And it says character traits. It says it nice and big here. It says character traits are words that describe a character. Okay? When we describe someone, we are saying, oh, they're very happy, they're excited, they're friendly, they're kind. Okay? Maybe they're not so kind. Okay? But these are words to describe somebody. Now, this says make inferences to identify character traits. Okay? So we're going to talk about that as well. It says draw the little red hen's friends at the beginning and at the end of the story. So to remember how her friends were at the beginning of the story, how were her friends? Mark. Not so nice, right? Why were they not so kind, not so nice? What was something that they were doing that was not very kind, Audra?
They were playing outside.
Okay, they were busy playing outside, but what was the little red hen doing, Paul?
Making the pizza.
She was busy making the pizza, and she kept doing something though. She kept doing what throughout the story, Olivia? She kept asking for help. So she kept asking for help and asking for help, okay? And did her friends want to help?
No.
No, nobody wanted to help, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to describe, in the beginning, the little red hen's friends are what?
Mean.
Well, we won't say they're mean, but let's describe that in a different way. Because saying that they're mean, they're not mean the whole time, right? But they're just not being what?
Nice.
Yeah, they're being a bit selfish. You ever heard the word selfish?
Yes.
Okay, they wanted to do what they wanted to do, right? They just wanted to do what they wanted to do. Okay, so let's do this. Let me make this a little smaller, sorry. Okay. So in the beginning, the little red hen's friends are, let's say, being selfish. Okay, they're thinking about themselves. They did not want to help the little red hen, did they? Okay? All right, so get your pencils ready. Got it? Let me get mine out. Okay. Her friends are, let's say, being and then selfish. Okay. They are being selfish. All right. Being selfish means that you are thinking only about you, just yourself. Okay? So we're going to draw a picture of that. And Martin mentioned earlier, what were they doing in the beginning of the story instead of helping the little red hen?
They weren't being very kind.
Right, but what were they doing? You said that they were busy doing what?
Playing.
They were playing, right? They were outside. They were hanging out and playing and relaxing or doing things. So we can draw those characters, right? Okay, so we have the cat. Okay, who else did we have?
The dog.
The dog.
And the dog.
Oops, sorry, right to his eyes. Okay, we have the dog.
Don't forget the dog.
We've got the cat. Okay, and then we have the duck. Okay. Cat. The duck. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to draw his eyes. The duck. Okay, and sorry, draw some little feet maybe too. Alright, we've got the duck. Alright, and they were busy playing, right? So they were outside and they were playing, right? They had they had like a ball and stuff too that they were playing. They were jumping around outside. So I'm just gonna show they're busy. They're playing. They're happy. Too busy to help that little red hen. Yes, Olivia.
You forgot to put the cat's whiskers.
Oh, so sorry. Wrong whiskers. Yeah, we know it's a cat for sure, right? Okay. I know. And that's why I remember it's harder for me to draw everything. It doesn't always show up the right way. Okay. So in the beginning, the friends are being very selfish, right? They were outside, they're playing, they're doing their own thing. Nobody wanted to help the little red hen. Okay, this little red hen, how would you describe her? I can think of a really good word to describe her. She's what?
Nice.
She's super nice, right? But she's the one that kept doing buying all the ingredients, making the dough, putting the pizza together. Okay? So when somebody is always working, always doing a lot, I would describe them as being very what?
Hard working.
Hardworking, yeah, you could say, hey, this is a hardworking person, right? Or this hen is very hardworking. Okay, unlike her friends who are being a bit selfish, right? All right, so now it says in the end, the little red hen's friends are what?
Not nice.
They are super nice, and I would also describe them as being what? They were, remember when she said, who's gonna help me, you know, like who's gonna help me clean this all up? And did they all help?
Yeah.
So you could describe them as being also helpful, right? So let's say nice and helpful. Can we do that? Those would be two things. They're being very nice and they're being helpful. So nice and helpful. We'll use two words to describe them, period. Okay? They were busy washing dishes. They were busy putting them all away. Okay, so little red hen could take a break, right? So leave spaces between those words, nice and helpful. And don't forget to put a period at the end of all these, okay? Period. Let's write that. Nice and helpful, right? Yeah, nice and. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to show that they're putting all the dishes away. So maybe that's the duck. Here's the duck. He's putting the dishes away. And maybe the cat is over here at the sink. There's water coming out.
But you don't get to put on the bubbles.
Yeah, she's washing the dishes.
But cats don't like water.
Well, that's ironic, isn't it? She's washing the dishes, even though she doesn't have water. That's how helpful she is. Okay, so there she is washing the dishes.
It's water.
And the dog is maybe drying the dishes.
Don't forget to put on the bubbles.
Bubbles in their sink, okay. All right, and then we've got, yeah, we'll put dog over here. And he's got a towel. He's gonna help dry the dishes. Okay, so they're being nice and helpful. Okay, so add a little bit of details to your picture.
Do we color it?
You don't have to, no, just do a drawing for me, okay? So did they change by the end of the story? Why do you think they changed? Why do you think they changed the way that they were acting, Poppy?
Because the whatever it was, she was being really nice.
The hen?
And, yeah, the hen was being really nice. She made a pizza, and it was so good that they wanted to help.
Yeah, I think they maybe realized at the end that the hen was super tired, right? And she did all this hard work for them and even shared her pizza even though they didn't help her with it earlier, that I think they finally realized that they were being very kind, right? They were being a bit selfish and they needed to help out their friend that was doing a kind thing for them. Yeah, absolutely. We talked about that this morning, right? When you realize that you're doing something wrong and you need to change the way that you're acting, sometimes you feel guilty and you feel bad for what you've done that was wrong. So I think that all three of these characters were having that moment, right? Very good. All right, go ahead and finish up those drawings. Make sure you added periods at the end of your sentences, okay?